How you getting on? What's the story? It's not another 12k, but we're a fair bit away from the house. We've a bit to go yet. But I've got the flashlight and a bit of sustenance in the bag, and I can in as well. And there's a light. There's a light coming on one of the signs, one of the gates, one of the houses. Strange stuff, eh? In terms of distance, it could well be a similar sort of distance as the last night, but I don't feel like running. I feel like just wandering this one out and having a snack halfway and a drink, and then home to bed. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. Fuck, look at this one. This is something. This is actually the spookiest part of the journey now, which should be over in 5 minutes. It's a real spooker. It's a real spooky wookie. Spooky wookie wonder, I call it. Nightmare fuel, somebody says. The coverage, I don't think it's meant to be great around here. I think there's going to be a patch out, so don't worry about me if I get spooked off here. Don't worry, I'm not dead. It's probably just a fucking situation with the coverage. Chief Mushti, thank you very much. And Noli, thank you very much. Very, very kind of you. For God's sake, your mother will be beside herself. Stop your talk. Thanks for the tip, but stop your talk. Somebody, a fucking van here. Someone parked up there in a fucking caravan. I'm gonna split for it. I'm gonna make a bit of a burst here for it. Put a bit of distance behind us. Ourselves in that caravan. Someone parked in the fucking mystery machine back there. It looked like they had like a little oil lamp inside as well for maximum strangeness. Maximum weird behaviour. No need for an oil lamp. Not in fucking 2025. Maybe there's no generator. Fucking weird though. Scooby-Doo and the boys. Solving mysteries and riddles. The only mystery there is who the fuck was inside that caravan. And I doubt they're gonna be solving that mystery. That's the mystery for me to solve, but I don't want to solve it. We're off Spook Avenue. We're into the safety of must be a secondary road. Imagine some fucking randomer just comes out the side hatch there, around from a tree. Spook hut. Thank you for the lovely, peaceful nighttime stream. Yeah, it's a late one. I was debating whether or not it's too late, but I was going to go for a walk no matter what. I wasn't going to go for a long one like this. But I thought if I could fucking just make a sandwich. And I still got one can left from the weekend, so I'll hammer into those when I'm halfway around. I'll do the long one. It's no skin off my nose. As long as I sleep well, and that's the main thing. I wouldn't sleep well unless I got out for the walk. See an old deck. Thank you very much. I haven't done a sandwich content reveal, but I think you might know what it is. There's a bit of a twist on it. It's an old favourite with a bit of a twist. Bit of a twist. Paul Mischkel, thank you very, very much. Very, very kind of you. I hope you're doing well out there in Hollywood. I've seen you wearing some incredible clothes. Seen you going for the soft slip-ons, but with the gas shorts. Wouldn't be my style, but look, you're getting away with it, and that's the main thing. The other Jeff, thank you very much. Was that a fart or leather cracking? From here on in, any suspicious sounds like that purely must be the leather. There's definitely no wind being broken here, so to speak, and that won't happen until we get back to the gaff, because the last night there was a bit of activity, but that was after a run with a can and a few sandwiches, you know. That's the protein. That's the tuna. There's a fair old tune being played last night, anyway, the night before. Uncle Tuna. Anonymous, thank you very much. Mine is Roscommon. I don't know what that is at the beginning of a fucking riddle. Mine is Roscommon, but not in Leitrim. Mine is Roscommon, but not Glenfarne. You'll find me up north. I'm your Winnebago man. What am I? 4 words. No letters. Glyn, thank you very much for the tip there. Midnight Hammy, thank you very much for the ham. I hope you're doing well. Oh, I just stood on a fucking snail there. Christ. That's another thing. Maybe the night time we're not meant to be. We're probably not meant to be out walking at night, because that's the snail's time, you know. Snail's pace. Someone's fucking life has just been ended there. What the fuck? Might have been a partridge or a pigeon, a wood pigeon or something asleep. I don't know if you heard that. Did you hear the flapping? You've all the crazy shit going on in the States as well, and there's so many different fucking opinions and theories and stuff coming out. It's hard to really know what to believe, you know. It's a crazy, crazy world. It's a fucking powder keg. And sooner or later, someone's gonna light that touch paper and then you're fucked. But I think, as spooky as it is out here on the road here, a nice bit of pasta made for you. Feels like a million miles away from any of that fucking hullabaloo. I tell you, the hunger is beginning to make its presence felt at the moment. I thought we'd be another half an hour at least until that started, because I had 2 big bowls of soup about 2 hours ago. And you might think, well, that makes sense, you know, soup is not going to fill you up, but this was a very heavy vegetable soup I made the other day with a full head of cabbage. I only removed 2 outer leaves, full head. 1 massive onion, Spanish. 1 massive carrot. 3 huge sticks of celery. Yes, 3. and 3 roosters. It was very thick. And listen to that. Lovely bit of rain. We have a newcomer, Schluggin. Nighttime strolls or jogs with Tommy Schlug around the borings of the central Mayo countryside. Not a lot to see, but plenty to experience. I like it. I like it. Not a lot to see, but there's a lot to fucking experience. There's leaves. There's drains. There's ditches. Streams. Stream on a stream. Live streaming a stream at night. Gates. Fields. And soon, if we can get it, if I can get the nephew to maybe have a look at the stream to try and organise it, a higher bit rate or maybe a better lens to see the stars at night. Little bit of Milky Way action, a little bit of the solar system. It'll make your solar plexus feel good inside. Few galaxies. A nice bit of pasta made for you. Couple of galaxies, couple of black holes. The universe, lads, the universe. Universal soldier. Sandwiches. Thanks for the tip. A weekend. A schleichen. Nightcap. Nightcap at night. Has the nephew ever considered watching Winning Streak on the stream? Could be a decent material in it. Have you ever been on it yourself? I was on it, yeah, I got to spin the wheel. But it landed on a pudding. So I left with nothing. They give me a kick up the arse. You might not be able to find that episode. I did fucking mighty on spuds in space. And I won an Avensis, but I fucking threw it all up for the big wheel spin. They said, you want to take the Avensis and the packet that you got of the spuds in space? I said, fuck it, I've come this far. Let me at the wheel. I went for the spin, it landed on a pudding. I said, you have to. You know what that means, Tommy? And then he got the ceremonial boot on the Winning Streak boot. They don't do it anymore, but they used to do it. Bit of humiliation, to be honest, but that's what you get. I mean, it's free. It was a big freebie getting in there, you know. But put the boot on and give me a kick up the hole, and the audience laughed. And I laughed as well on the screen, you know, to show I was being a good sport. But back stage into the green room, I started schnagging and cried for about 5 minutes. I get back out then and went back into the foyer area where they have the aperitifs and that. I just fucking drank a load of aperitifs. I drank all of it. Just to spite them. There was none left. I heard some lady, one of the family members coming up there and said, what happened to all the champagne? It's gone. It was gone all right. Into my stomach. I wasn't leaving empty-handed that night. That's for sure. And they said, go and get the box. There's another box just behind that curtain there. I was like, yeah, lads. It's behind the curtain, all right. And then behind the window behind it. And then behind the fucking glass window of my car in the boot. Off the road I went up back home fucking driving. Well, I disregard that bit. I wasn't driving after all that. After all that champagne. Okay? I never drove back to Mayo that night. I want that on the record. There's people out there who want to twist that tail now. People who want to twist that tail. A nice bit of pasta made for you. I'm going to reveal to you, lads, the contents of that sandwich. It's none other pasta made for you than a tuna mayonnaise job with buttered white slice pan, sprinkle of salt, apple cider vinegar, spring onion, tomato, and one final little twist in the tail that we didn't have the last day. A squidge of hot sauce. It's not sriracha, no, it was the Mexican job. The fucking, what do you call that? Not habanero. It's a brand name like Yucateco. So I'm fucking a bit worried about it because I was getting a bit cheeky squeezing that in, you know, but the problem there is that going to come back? It's going to backfire on me as some sort of either heartburn or sting situation, you know. The acidity of that. And then the can, I noticed some people were saying that actually when I was having the can, it might not be great for you to have the can. And I think, what are you on about, like, you know. I think they were thinking, no, if anything that has a bit of carbonation, or if alcohol, or if you're drinking, what the fuck is that? Nice little hole for us there, maybe. I think there's a better hole up here we can get into. I just don't want to walk past it. I need to keep the eye out for it. Careful out there, Tommy. Foul things go bump in the night. Head on swivel. Don't you worry about that. We are well and truly swiveled out of it. I just could have sworn our fucking hole was around here. I was getting geared up to climb into it, but I think we might have to cross a river first before we get there. We go over the bridge, obviously. I'm not going to be getting the waders on and going through a bloody river. Maybe here. I'm not feeling the hole, so I think we'll just have it here. Be nice to sit down though. Yeah, fuck it. I want to sit down on somewhere that's dry, you know. This is the thing, you see, you could let hunger, if you let your desires rule you, then you might end up becoming a cropper, because I'm so hungry, I was willing to sit down there. The mouth is watering just thinking about the sandwich. What kind of bread? It's white slice pan. Oh yeah, I've become addicted to fucking white slice pan again. That was the other thing. I know that you might think that's stupid stuff. The chat out of you, fucking, you're just talking shite, but try it, right? Go for it. Buy yourself a fresh loaf of white slice pan and just go at it for a couple of days. And then try coming off it cold turkey. It's like, it's insane. Your body just wants that hit of the white bread. It's fucking lovely. It's so good. And it's scaring me how good it is, you know. Butter vehicles, thank you very much. I love white pan, but really it's more the butter that I enjoy. Don't get me started on that. If the white pan wasn't enough danger, then the fucking butter comes out, and then it's a real fucking situation you've got on your hands then. You're spreading that butter, and it's just real stuff as well. Pure creamery. It almost feels beautiful. You know, and it's probably clogging your arteries. But you're just saying, lay it on thick. Hit me again with that. Hit me again with another slice there. Good man. Saying there, people keep saying badgers, Tom, badgers the other night. And then tonight when I started streaming, any badgers, Tom? Would there be any chance now, if I'm sitting down having a sandwich, that they'd attack? Is there a chance? Is it dangerous to get the food out? I don't know if I'm going mad here, but I think there's our hole. I think the torch is beginning to lose its battery.
Now I'm easy. For nearly 60 years I've been a copy of ground and fire. This country's dust and mud have seen my tears and blood. But it's nearly over now, and now I'm
Fuck. To be honest, lads, I'd rather just have the silence and eat the sandwich than have the chem, because I want to be able to hear if anything's coming. And I also, yeah, I thought I heard like a fucking animal or something. Like a badger. You've got me spooked about the badgers, because I didn't anticipate it, but maybe. Oh, there's some cake off that now. I was saying, yeah, there's a bit of fucking hot sauce in that. It is great stuff. That's the hot sauce vanquished. Hot sauce is nothing to this lad. A fucking worm. There's a dirty worm near my... Oh, fuck. We need to eat this. The insects are coming. I'd be an absolute devil for the sandwich at night as well. Sometimes I'd fall asleep. I'd wake up after 1 hour and I'd have the hunger of a beast. I'd go straight to the kitchen and I'd open a tin of mackerel and I'd fucking feast. Feast like I was still in a dream. A fishy little nightmare. Back to bed, straight back to sleep, and the stomach could be fine in the morning. It depends what you're eating. It depends what you're eating. Fuck. I mean, I'm not sure. Can you still see the road ahead, like? Because I'm noticing a distinct lack of light. But if it's still working for ye, then at least that's something. We might need to pick up the pace, lads. It's good to break up the stroll with a little burst like that, you know. We won't go all the way. The power of stout, of that there's no doubt. Run the roads, make town your goal. On burning fire, feed fast like desire. Burn the soul, make town your goal. Sorry about that, just need to clear the throat. The little frog in the throat there. The urge to let off a massive fart. Like none other. But I won't let that one slip. That's for sure. It's not that kind of stream. It's just not that kind of stream. Just do it, someone says. Co-opting the Nike slogan, which is used for all kind of athleticism, running and whatnot. Just do it. But now it's a provocation for flatulence, flatulistic animalry. Some guard just stood on a fucking snail. Thanks for the tip there. Stood on the snail there. That must be 4 I've done. I've done 4 of them tonight. You need to let rip here. Hopefully that muted now. I'm doing it locally, so there should be no latency. It should just have been, that was a mute. And I did the job and I got it done. And we're back in business. No way, you didn't hear it, did you? Because I muted the fucking mic. Hopefully you didn't hear it. Christ. No, you didn't. You did not. You did fucking not. You fucking did. Lads, you're haunting me now. You're fucking haunting me. I pressed mute on the fucking thing. Check the stream. How did that fucking come through? I fucking muted. Oh, for fuck's sake. I had the fucking mic on, it said mute on the fucking screen. That is really put paid to my enjoyment of the evening now, knowing that has been broadcast. Look, all I can say is, whatever you heard then, it definitely wasn't any air expulsion. This jacket has been known to fucking make some noises. You know, creaking and all that kind of business. And all I can say is that's what that is. That's what that was. It was nothing else. It was badgers. Maybe it was badgers. I've had a little think about it. And I think you heard badgers, because the reality is, when I pressed the mute mic, I was trying to, but nothing happened. And then whatever ye heard might have just been a bit of crackling on the wire, a bit of static. There might have just been a bit of static on the wire. There's nothing. It was nothing. It was what you think it was. I think, look, actually I'm gonna come clean with you now. I think my account has been hacked. I think I've been hacked. It must be the tuna. It must be the tuna or the Guinness or something, because it's having an effect, you know. It's having an effect. That's all I can say. I'm gonna have to just cut off for a moment and then come back to you, because I can't trust the fucking mute. So I'm gonna have to cut off and then come back to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just tell me something here, lads, right? I'm just gonna keep making a noise for 15 seconds and tell me if the noise cuts out. Okay, cut out. So there's no fucking way you heard it. You can't. There's no way you heard it. I seen it. You've been trying to get a rise out of me, you bastards. That's fantastic news. Thank God for that. That is fantastic stuff. I'm gonna have to go off again for 1 minute. 1 minute there. It's back again. It's the tuna, lads. It's a combination of tuna and Guinness. That'll put the wind in your sails. I don't care who you are. A nice bit of pasta made for you. Well, I tell you, there's a lot of fucking badgers coming out of the woodwork now at the moment. And they're making some strange sounds. I was worried earlier on about them, and I think the worry was warranted as well, because they keep on knocking around here. It's very, very strange. Very unusual. And I don't recall ever hearing these sounds from them either. You know, they're leaving it all out there on the playing field. EPA.ie increasingly concerned due to record methane levels in Mayo. There was a warning against the increased risk of forest fires and a spate of petrified badgers. Another couple of fucking funny comedians out there sending a couple of messages to me. Thanks for the tip, lads. Tommy Trumpet. Would you blame the tuna, the apple cider vinegar, or the hot sauce in this instance? As I said to you, I can't have made it clearer than what I made it before, which is my account has been hacked, for one, and number two, there's badgers out tonight in force, and they're making strange noises. That's all I can say. Thank you very much for the tip. Number 2, Fart McCourt, thank you very much for the tip as well. Very kind of you. Look, it's been a nice night, apart from that fucking diatribe there, and people getting hacked wasn't nice. And I think I'm going to have to really check on the security of the stream, because it's just not secure at the moment. It's not secure. There's people coming in, they're getting involved. And I'll be reviewing the chat as well to make sure there wasn't any messages saying it was one way when it wasn't one way. It was quite obviously a different way. We'll talk to you later. Thanks very much, and all the best anyway.